Ha ah ha ah ha ah. Hi everyone. It is me, Sailor Venus. You know, and me, Artemis here, and I know I'm getting cut off here in the film. and shit. And today we're going to talk about how to deal with flow uploads on the interweb, because there really isn't much one can do about it. So, and it mostly seems to be something that happens on a wireless interweb. So you'll have, let's say, I don't know, whatever giver you have, and you might have wired and wireless interweb from them. And I don't, and no need, we're not going to talk. And let's say that maybe you didn't do nothing to the film. Maybe you didn't make the file bigger or smaller. Now, why would you anyway? Would say you did, but why would you want to do that? So you don't make the file big. The file is however size and weight, its height and weight is whatever it is. You didn't shift it. Need be you're filmed it in HD or 4K or 10K, whatever. But by now, a lot of films are being filmed in that. So you would think it's not a big deal. Well, your wired interweb is feed is strong. Your wireless interweb is feeding strong too. At least you believe it is. Because if it wasn't, you would have a hard time getting any website to run or any toll. So you upload this film, and it takes a good, either gets stuck or it doesn't go up at all. It either fucks around. And then you got some things you can do. You can either write feedback to Euro and tell them about it, but I don't see what they can do about it. Or you can then play around with all the sundriest settings on your wireless interweb folkwork setup. And when I mean that, you go to where it says other other wireless interweb folkwork, feeds. And you might pick between the 3 of them that are coming from your giver. Ours is Comcast, so they're going to come from them. And then you got to shift between the 3 of the Comcast ones, that'd be us. Just to learn just to seek one that seems to be stronger than the other 2. Or you can do another thing. You can fuck around with the Skyship setting or way, but that only is a short time heal for it, and it doesn't always work all the time. You can even shift your wireless interweb on and off. That need be help. It need be not help. So what seemed to have helped us was we had to go play around between 3 settings, 3 feeds of Comcast's wireless interweb feed, just to seek one out of 3 that wasn't so weak. You got anything to say about that, Artemis? Oh, yeah, Sailor Venus, you're right about that. Because a lot of folks on the interwebs, or at least on Euro, on the interwebs are going to tell you, oh, you got to go put your film and some kind of film skimming tool because somehow your file's too big. Or you might have to shift your file to MP34 or something because, your web shooter tool on your reckoner or your web shooter tool on your Y speaker is putting it in the wrong file or whatever the fuck. they'll either tell you all of that shit to do, because there's no way in their mind that they'll tell you to do that shit. It's not like they're going to tell you, oh, you might have to go look in your wireless interweb feed from whatever giver it is, either be Comcast, Verizon, Spectrum, Fortful, Bright House, AT&T, whatever, Cricket. There are many other ones out there. And pick between the 3 of them that's on that setup. And just hope one of the 3 of them happens to be stronger. But do not pick any of the other wired interweb feeds that are not your giver. Our giver happens to be Comcast. So if there is no Comcast, those are the only ones we would pick. Don't pick any of the other ones. Unless you are that hopeless to get it to work. Now, some folks will tell you, oh, you need to plug it in. You need to plug your wireless tool into your box. Well, I can't plug my Wi speaker into my box. Sorry. So after playing around between the free Comcast wireless interweb feeds, the first ones that pop up, then it starts going up faster. But it's after I had to go between all 3 of them, to get them to work. Now, some folks out there might say, oh, maybe your interweb giver, your wireless interweb giver, which would also be your Y speaker feed giver, and your reckoner, your Y's, your Farseer wire feed giver might put a cap on you. No, we don't have no cutoffs to how much we can upload or download. Well, you're right, Artemis. You're right about that. I always look like I'm crooked in this film all the time. That seems to be what we had to do to get the other film earlier this morning to start uploading faster. And even the ones that Rainbow Bright had to do and Xena had to do, we had to play around with that. So it looks like that's what we'll have to do now. They don't tell you that, but that's what I learned. All right, we'll see you later.